Colorado has been warned for years that the air quality is so bad we would need to use a different type of gas in the Denver metro area and northern Front Range during the summer. Now, reformulated gas is officially here for the first summer, and there has been a lot of speculation about how much it's going to cost. 90s reporter Anusha Roy joins us now. And Anusha, some have said that it could cost as much as 50 cents more per gallon.
Yeah, the range has really been wild, but now that reformulated gas is trickling into our state, the numbers are actually pretty interesting. Refiners and terminals were required to switch at the beginning of the month. So in general, you're going to start to see those impacts at this point, even ahead of that June 1st official start. So right now, the average price for gas is $3.26. That is about 16 cents more than a month ago, but 21 cents cheaper than a year ago and around 30 cents cheaper than the national average. Now, the EPA has been warning the state for years about the air quality and then said that drivers in the metro area and northern Front Range have to start buying RFG because the air quality is so bad, and that it can eliminate more than 260 tons of ozone forming pollution along the Front Range. Now, while RFG is a little more expensive to produce, that massive spike in price we were warned about hasn't panned out quite yet. Skylar McKinley from AAA says that right now there is a reliable access to RFG. There are a whole bunch of factors that are included in when it comes to how much price we pay for gas, and some things would need to change for it to hit its highest price points.
That would be if all of a sudden the system stopped working, if we weren't refining RFG, if our supply lines to get RFG were cut off, if every single thing happened such that there's no RFG left in our tanks and we have no way to make it and we've got to truck it in from elsewhere.
Now, we have been in touch with the governor's office since 2022, and he is not pleased about this. Governor Polis has been asking for a waiver and said that Colorado's push for EVs and to ride public transportation, along with other efforts, would actually negate the potential benefits of the RFG program. His spokesperson says in part that Governor Polis has expressed his deep concern that the EPA has not yet granted a waiver and that Coloradans could see higher gas prices without major improvements to air quality. We are required to buy RFG through September 15th. The EPA said that summer requirement continues until our air quality improves. Here's where we're at a disadvantage. Not only does weather impact our air quality, but CSU professors say that our air is thinner here and there's so much sunshine that it's changing how gas is reacting in our air, impacting our ozone. Those are all things, right, that are not going to change regardless of what kind of gas that we are buying. Reporting for 9 News, Anusha Roy.
That seems to be the biggest misconception when it comes to Colorado, is exactly what you just said. I don't think people realize just how thin the air up here is.
Yeah, you know, and throughout the several years of conversations on this is one of the things that keeps coming up, is that the EPA is waiting for the air quality to improve in Colorado, but there are certain things like our topography that we cannot change that is still impacting our ozone and our air quality.
Well, however much it increases, Anusha, we are just crossing our fingers it's not too much. All right, thank you.